Hello, good morning. We are greeting you from the podcast studio of the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs of the Czech Republic. And today we are organizing a webinar on posting of workers, specifically on the new administration rules in the area of posting of workers. This seminar is a follow-up of the one that we made in June of this year. It was shortly before we introduced or before the new administrative procedures came into force. It was on the 1st of July. So we organized the first webinar in June, but now it's a follow-up. And today we would like to bring you the experiences that we've had so far, that we gathered from the 1st of July. And again, we would like to introduce you what we actually put in place. And today I'm not here alone. I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Petra Silovska. I'm a head of unit of the foreign employment unit of the Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs. And today I'm sitting here with the expert on the posting of workers, Martina Vácová. Martina, hello.
Hello, my name is Martina Vácová. I am an expert for posting of workers in the framework of the free movement services in the area of European Union.
Thank you. And we both are participating on different levels of meetings at European level. So we might have met on different platforms before. And Martina is usually the one that is dealing with the specific requests. And she was actually the one that participated in designing of the new system of the administrative requirements. So before we dig in, we should probably elaborate a bit on what is the difference.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Petra, can you explain the differences between posting in the framework of the free movement of services within the European area and posting from the third countries?
Yes, this is a very important element because it gets very often confused from the employer's side, and there are actually different rules on what apply on the internal market. And in cases when the employer is established in a third country and is posting his or her workers to the Czech Republic. So on the internal market, the posting of workers is regulated by a set of directives. The main directives of these all is the 96/71 directive, which establishes what is posting, what has to be fulfilled in order to determine that the situation in place is actually posting. Whereas, as I said before, when it comes to posting from the third countries, it means that it has nothing to do with the internal market. The employer is established in the third country, and this employer posts, so which means that for a limited period of time, is seconding or posting their workers, their employees, to an entity that is established in the territory of the Czech Republic. And both of these, let's say, elements are different from each other, and they are also accompanied by different set of rules.
Okay, thank you very much. What are the changes in the notification of posting of workers within the European area, which are effective from the 1st of July 2024?
Yes, this is actually the main reason why we are organizing this webinar, because we made significant changes in the administrative obligations of the posting companies that are established in another member state. If you remember, or some of you who have experience with posting workers to the Czech Republic regularly, you may remember the rules that we had in place before the 1st of July. It was considered quite difficult and quite burdensome.
Yeah, thank you very much. And what do you think? What the other changes which brings better improvement in this type of notification? Can you stress some of them?
Yes. So as I said before, it is no longer required from the employer to send the notification, the form, filled in form. It's not obligatory to send it to the relevant labor office, but the main change is presented by a newly established digital portal through which the posting companies can actually process and amend and do whatever they want just via this digital portal. So first of all, we established this digital portal, and the posting company may create an account into which they can upload the details of the workers, the details of the receiving entities, in case that they have receiving entities that they regularly use. And then they can they only put in a date from which the posting begins and the end date. And they can submit the notification just by clicking on one button, which is a big simplification of the whole process. And not only that, it doesn't serve only for the initiation, the starting of the posting, but also for making any changes in the postings, for extension of the posting, and also for terminating of the posting.
Yeah, perfect. And what does it mean for the Labor Inspectorate Office? Do you think that this process, these new administrative requirements will be also good for these inspectorates?
It definitely will be, because this is the first time when we have when we are able to collect data on posted workers. Because when the notification went to the labor offices, then the database was not made in a way that it could specify and select and make statistics, relevant statistics, on whether the workers, the foreign workers, are posted or whether they actually are employed in the Czech Republic. So now this is the first time when we have a new database in which only posted workers are, the data are stored. And the labor inspectorates, it's also very convenient for them because they get this information firsthand. They are notified right away from the moment when the employer pushes on the button and submits the notification. So that's the moment from which a relevant labor inspectorate knows that there are some posted workers within the territory of that labor inspectorate. So this is considered for them also very convenient.
Thank you very much for your clear explanation.
It was my pleasure. And now what we are planning to do in this webinar, to demonstrate to you directly, to show you something like a walk through the portal as such, to show you how to create the account, how to upload the data there, with the documents and how to process the notification. And maybe one last thing, just to emphasize at the end, before we get into the demonstration of the portal as such, is that there is an obligation, and there always has been an obligation of the employers to submit work contract, employment contract. When the worker was posted, the worker always had to have the employment contract in their deposition, and they had to deposit it at the workplace of the receiving entity. So now the obligation stays as such, only we changed the obligation to carry the employment contract in paper form. So we changed it with the obligation to upload the copy of the contract into the portal, and also a translation of the labor or employment contract. The translation, and this is very important, it doesn't have to be verified. It doesn't have to be an official translation. You can use any type of applications that are available online. So the obligation is to submit the original or copy of the original of the employment contract together with the unofficial translation of the employment contract. Without this, the notification cannot be submitted. The system will always tell you that it's not complete and that you cannot proceed further. But we will show you all this while we are going through the portal as such. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we just put in the search posting of workers to the Czech Republic, and the first link that comes up should be the posting of workers website that is run by the State Labor Inspection Office. So this is how the web page should look like. It automatically transferred us to the to the English version, but it might be that this will be the first page that will come up if you put the posting of workers in the search engine, that the web page will show in Czech. Then here on the icons you can turn the language into either English, Polish or German. So these are the three languages beside Czech that we have the portal and the web page in. So we will proceed with the English version. So this is the overall website on posting of workers. This website is set by the directive on enforcement, the so-called enforcement directive, and every member state must have one. So this is ours. And now from here we will go to the administrative obligations for the employer when posting workers to the Czech Republic. And here we have some introduction. And in the red, we have the link directly to the registration portals. We will now show you the step-by-step demonstration of how to get through the whole portal on posting of workers. What we see now on the screen is the first page that will show up once you click on the single national website. And if we want to start a posting, we first have to create our account. So we click on the button, and we have to first click on what is on the screen below, create an account. So first, we can, just one information for you, you can switch languages. This is what I should have said. You can switch languages between Czech, German, English and Polish. So for this demonstration we will use English. And then we have to fill in all the information about our company. So first we need to fill in either our VAT number or other identification number of the company. So for this demonstration we will use the other company number. And we will put there a number that is not assigned to any specific company because it's only for demonstration now. Then we will fill in the country of origin or the country where our company is established. And we continue with our data. Now we set up our profile, so we need to fill in the login email. Now, what's needed here is a recovery email, which must be different from the login email. This is in case that we forget our data in order to get into our profile. We create a password. And confirm the password. We can also put in the phone number, but this item is only optional, so you don't have to do that. Now we are greeted by a sign that our creation of account was successful, and we can continue with signing in our account. So we put in the login email. And the password that we set up previously. In order to activate our account, we need to enter the activation code that was just sent to our login email. So please check your email and copy this activation code and put it in this blank line. In case you forget your email, you can use the recovery process. On the sign in screen, choose option forgotten password or forgotten email. We will not go through this process as such, but just for your information that this is possible, how you can get into your account with forgotten password or email. Now, after you fill in the activation code, you will be let in your own account, and you can view your profile, which is on the right, on the upper side of the screen. You can click on View Profile, and you can change any of the items that you put in previously, either your email, your recovery email or password, or you can also change or edit any of the information that relates to the company, your own company. And if we are satisfied with the information that we put in, we can hit on Save. and we will return back to our profile screen. Now we can continue with adding the workers that we are going to post. So first we hit on the red button, Add Worker, and we fill in all the data regarding a worker. What is important here at this point is to upload all the necessary documents of the worker. That means a copy of the labor or employment contract in original, the original text of it, and also just a simple translation of these documents into Czech language, except documents that are originally in Slovak language. So all the documents that are in any other language than Czech and Slovak must be translated. But you don't have to let these documents be translated in a verified mode. You can use any type of a tool that is available online. Without uploading the labor contract, you will not be let to proceed in the whole process of submitting the notification of a posting of workers. Now, when we have the documents uploaded correctly, we hit Save, and we can continue with either adding another worker, or we will continue with the receiving entity. We can also view the details that we just put in by clicking on the sign with the eye. And we can also edit or delete the data that we just put in. Here is a button with which we can also delete the worker. So now we continue by adding a receiving entity. So in the same way as we did add the worker, we will add the receiving entity in the Czech Republic. We first have to specify whether it is a legal entity, whether it is a natural person or a freelancer. And then we put in the company number, except it is a natural person. In that case, we of course don't have to fill in the number, the identification number. If you successfully put in the correct identification number, the system should itself display the receiving entity in case it is a legal entity or a freelancer. So this is a verification that you put in a correct number. You can hit on Save, and now your receiving entity is saved in your profile. After we have our information stored on the workers and the receiving entity, we can start creating a posting when we hit on the button. And now we need to specify the duration. Or first we need to fill in, find the worker that we filled in previously from our list. Then we confirm it, and then we specify the date from which the posting starts, and also the ending date, which is optional. So you don't have to fill it in, but if you don't specify it when you submit the notification, please remember that you have to end or put the end date later on once you know when the end date is, once it is determined. So for now it's optional. Then you fill in the type of posting. It is either a regular posting between two companies on the basis of a contract, or it is an intra-corporate posting between two mother and daughter companies, or the last option is when the posting is taking place from a labor agency to a service provider. So these are the three types of postings. Then we need to specify either the field of business or we specify a NACE code. So only one of these lines need to be filled in. It's up to the employer to decide which line they will fill in, either the NACE or the field of business. Now we will find the receiving entity from the list. Once we click first letters, it should appear on the screen. For this demonstration, we will now in the end hit that the address is the same as the headquarters, so that we can skip this filling in of the different addresses. So now we can continue. And here we have the overview of the whole process of all the data that we submitted regarding one posting. So we will check whether all the information is correct. And if so, we can hit on submit. And now this is the point when we already submitted the notification that the posting will take place, and this notification will end up in the database of the State Labor Inspection Office, and we will receive a confirmation on our email address. We can also check the information that we have in our profile by going back on My Postings, where we can see the status of the last notification that it is sent. If in the meantime there is a change and the posting will not take place, we can also withdraw the posting. Which is either here on this roulette, or it was also right away next to the sent notification. Now here we have different options on how we can change the posting, extend the posting, or end the posting. So we can choose any of these actions, and again we can fill in the necessary information. And once it's done, we can again hit on submit, and the revised information is again submitted directly to the State Labor Inspection Office. And we also see the status that the posting has been changed. In case that we encounter any misgivings or any problems, we can always go back on the first page where there is the FAQs, the frequently asked questions, in which we can look for questions and answers that we need. And also, if we cannot choose any from the given questions and answers, we can also use our help desk. Or if you have any inquiry about the portal or any misgivings about how the notification should be submitted, you can use the button, and then you will be directed to the questionnaire that you can see, where you specify your request or your question, and you can also add attachments. And once you do it, we will get back to you So this is the overview how to use the portal, how to create postings and how to change them. Hopefully this video would help you to submit your notifications successfully. Thank you very much for your attention.